We are back, ladies and gentlemen. The buzzer with JD and JT.
I'm feeling like a new man, ladies and gentlemen. You can't see me, but I have a beard now. I've grown it out, and I've grown my hair out. I've got curly hair. You know, I'm feeling Dominican. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's a brand new show, brand new week, brand new me. I don't know.
Feeling Dominican.
I'm feeling Dominican. I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
It means I'm feeling Dominican. That's what
You
that
must
means.
be feeling great after your Patriots beat my Jets.
Oh, I just want to say this. How does one man at age, 38?
39.
39 go for 14 and 17? 14 for 17, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns in one quarter
I don't know.
against a defense that was supposed to be that great.
I couldn't tell you.
He really just tore it apart. He was like, here. And on top of that, how many passes did we drop?
There's a lot. I think they said at least 10.
We
There's
dropped
minimum 10 passes were
a
dropped.
minimum of 10 passes, and Brady still puts up that performance.
Yeah,
He throws it over 50 times.
that's a lot. Well, I mean, they just abandoned the run game against the Jets.
But that's the thing. He beat you where you're the strongest. Your secondary.
I don't know if the Jets are strongest in their secondary. They may have spent the most money on their secondary in the offseason, but I think the strongest is their front seven.
How many sacks did the Jets get on?
I believe maybe 2. No, probably 4.
But still, he just like here.
The Jets.
Gronkowski is playing like.
I don't know, because yes, he's been playing great. He does have 34 receptions, 533 yards, and 6 touchdowns. But compared to like a Gronk season, I don't think he's hit his stride just yet.
That's like it's really scary.
It's scary to think. It's hard to say, but I don't think he's quite
because
hit his stride.
we haven't even hit the Jet. The only other tough teams that we possibly could face.
I got it here for you.
The Giants, I'm not worried
We're
about.
gonna get there.
It's the Denver Broncos, and other than that, maybe the Jets again.
With that being said, take away the fact you're a Patriots fan. Do you think the Patriots go undefeated this season?
I really think they can
Do you think they can?
because of their schedule.
The remaining schedule, for those of you who don't know, are Miami tonight,
okay. That's
Washington the week after
okay.
that, at the Giants the week after that,
Who are not playing very well.
Buffalo at home,
Okay,
at Denver,
that's the toughest one that we have.
Philly at home,
Not worried about them.
at Houston,
Not worried about them either.
Tennessee,
Definitely not worried about Tennessee.
at the Jets,
That's another one worried
and
about.
at Miami to finish off the season.
Not see how many. I say at least 3 games they have to be worried about there.
I say only 2,
I say
and maybe even 1.
I say Denver Broncos,
That's the game I say maybe they don't even have to worry about that.
and they're playing the Jets at home, so I'm not.
They're playing the Jets in.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Meadowland.
I'm not too.
You know, I think their only loss that could possibly happen is the Jets at the end of the season.
You don't think
I don't
they?
think Denver can do it. And I tell you, Denver can't do it because that offense can't figure it out right now.
It's
that
not
offensive line is bad.
very.
He looks dumb.
Chandler Jones is on a tear this season. He's like in top 5 in sacks. I think he's tied for number 1.
No, he's not tied for number.
Who's tied for number? I know he's up there. I think he has like 5.5 sacks.
Okay. Even that.
I'll check that out right now.
Even that, like, besides Chandler Jones,
Dante Hightower,
Jamie
Jamie
Collins is great.
They still have
Beasley,
Gerard Mayo.
Gerard Mayo.
They're playing really good.
They're playing well on defense.
And their secondary, it's not much of a.
Their secondary is not great by any means.
Yeah, but they're not.
But Malcolm Butler is playing pretty well.
Exactly, but they're not giving up the big yards. I know they lost Kyle Arrington, Brandon Browner, and Darrell Revis, and everybody said, yeah, it's done. That was their one shot at got a Super Bowl. They got it done, and that was. I don't know.
Maybe. I think that still is correct. Because if you think about the rest of their season, they're not going to play anybody amazing. Besides, the Jets aren't amazing. They're good. They're not amazing. Denver's good, not amazing. So.
And the Giants, that defense that they have right now is just god awful terrible.
Brady's going to
It's
tear them apart.
It's
That's
really
gonna be a
bad.
terrible game for the Giants. I can see.
How
that.
many rushing yards did they allow the other day?
It's not even rushing the ball. I don't think their secondary is that great either. They could have
'Cause
lost
they
that
lost
game
pre-
against Dallas easily.
Very.
Who knows what happens if Cole Beasley makes that catch? They have a minute 26 left, timeout. Who knows?
Like, it was really, really bad. Terrence Williams was he the one who made the catch? Terrence Williams,
No. What do you mean?
when he tiptoed out of bounds.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they played a very, very good game.
They played a great game. Dallas could have came away with the win. Darren McFadden rushed
All
for
these-
152 yards.
All these games that they've played, they haven't gotten blown out.
Not once.
They've only lost by one.
The Patriot game
Yeah,
was a blowout.
yeah, but
in a way.
other than that, that's the Patriots. Though. But the other game, they could really be what out of since Romo's been gone 3-1.
Who knows? The point being, I don't see the Patriots playing anybody stellar the rest of the way.
I say they go all the way to the Super Bowl. The
I don't
Colts, I'm about to get on you.
again,
I'm about to get on you
again.
again. I'm about to get on you about Andrew Luck again.
Again, I don't think. I still say look out for Pittsburgh. I still say watch out for Pittsburgh because that offense can match what Brady's putting out. I'm telling you
Yeah,
right now, that
but
can match that offense.
That defense isn't
No, that defense is getting up there. Their defense has been playing well.
and so is the
They've
Patriots.
kept them in games. And I think Pittsburgh, at the end of the season, will be in the championship game playing New England.
I can see that, but I still say if it's New England at home, which it most
I
likely
think-
will
I
be,
think Pittsburgh can come out.
you still think they
Big
can.
Ben is not Andrew Luck. He's not going to throw 4 picks in a game and get blown out on the road.
It's not even that. I just feel like Brady is on a mission. He's already got MVP from me. He's already done it. He's won it. It's not decided. It's not up for debate. He's won MVP for me. He has a mission. We're going to the Super Bowl and we're going to win.
I'm telling you right now, like I said, look out for Pittsburgh. But other than that, I think regular season, I think they can go undefeated. I can see it, and I don't think it's that hard to think it's possible because of their remaining schedule. It's a really weak schedule. They play what? Maybe 2 teams at 500 the rest of the way.
And that's not their fault. It's not even their fault because they said this is. I believe they said this is. They have 10 NFL teams that are 500 and below since the first time since the early 2000s.
I'm not saying it's their fault that they're playing these awful teams.
They have these teams that they're playing. They could be above 500
They could
teams.
be.
It's just
Who knows? The Giants were projected to be better. New Orleans was supposed to be better.
I didn't expect the Giants to be better. I expected the Dallas to run away with that division this year.
Yeah, and Dallas was.
If Dallas doesn't have injuries.
If Dallas doesn't have injuries, they might. That game would be a lot different than the one.
All
we saw
these
in
games could be
Dallas.
probably with you don't have Tony Romo, your best quarterback. You're going to your third string.
I think for New England, yes, they can go 16-0, but in this league now, especially, I think it's really hard to do. Harder than that year that they did go 16-0 in the regular season. I think it's way more difficult. And I think in this league, any given Sunday, somebody can beat you.
You know,
And I can see one of those weird games like Tennessee. Tennessee is top 5 defense actually right now.
and what are the Jets? What are the Jets?
Jets are number 2 behind the Broncos. So I don't know.
This
Could
is
be
what
one of those weird games.
this is what Brady said. He honestly believes that 2007 team is the greatest NFL team of all time.
I don't know about of all time, but it was up there in
What-
terms of status.
Who do you
and
think is that
hierarchy.
best NFL team of all
The
time?
best NFL team of all time still has to be the only undefeated team of all time, 1972 Miami Dolphins.
Well, when Brady
led
breaks
by
it,
Don Shula.
but when Brady breaks it down, he's like, "We did this, we did this, we did this," and I'm looking at it, I'm like,
It looks great, but at the end of the day, they lost the big one, and that's where it
one
hurts.
play, just like that, and the season's over. One play.
Think about that.
If my guy Vince Wilfork horse collars or something and gets that sack on Eli, we're talking about a different story. We're talking about arguably the greatest team ever to play football.
And now we're not. And now this team, who knows what happens the rest of the way? Definitely don't have like the weapons that 07
But
team
it's
did.
it's
But,
like
Brady
like they're a
makes it
machine.
work.
They're like it's like what is it, a conveyor belt? Get this thing out and they just
make it
add
work.
another piece in and it's just moving smoothly. I
Like
don't know
I
how.
said-
It's like a Ford assembly line.
If somehow Peyton can get it together and that offense gets it together, that game will be a lot better. It'll be a great game.
I don't think so because Tom Brady always not always, but most of the time beats Peyton Manning.
Most of the time does. But keep in mind that Broncos defense is number 1 in the NFL. They're number 1 in touchdowns scored. They're top 5 in takeaways. That's a very lethal defense right now.
But my question is, who have they played?
You're right.
I wanted to have they played any?
They have not played anybody that great. No, they haven't. But their defense has been dominant.
I remember when Aqib Talib had 2 interceptions in one game. I'm just like, okay.
They have, honestly, if this was Madden, they would have an 85 or above at every position, just about, on defense. Think about that.
What I'm saying is, remember my question with the Jets is, who have they really played that they can they can get?
You say that and you think, yes, they haven't really played. Like,
and then they played the Patriots, and it was a very close game, and through. And then the fourth quarter, Tom Brady just said, "Get on my back. I'm going to carry us there."
I still say they could have lost that game to New England. If Brandon Marshall catches that touchdown pass that he dropped, it would have been a whole different game. But granted,
if I'm a Jets fan, I feel bad.
Why?
I don't want I know you think, oh, it was a close game. Yeah, we can beat them. No, I don't. Because after what I saw in that fourth quarter,
I don't feel bad as a Jets fan.
You wouldn't, because you're like, yeah, I probably didn't expect us to win, or we played a very close game.
I thought the Jets could have won that game.
I think the Jets can win any game that they play against the Patriots because they always play them tough.
It's not even that. This is just a different team with the Jets. It's not the same Rex Ryan rah-rah team.
And Chris Ivory is just running.
If Ivory would have been healthy and ran the ball better, I think they can beat them. I think they would have won that game.
He's running out of his shoe. He's top 5 in rushing yards this year.
He is.
And shout out to my guy Chris Johnson, man. shout out to my son CJ 2K
with a bullet wound in his shoulder.
Jesus, he's just doing things. I think he's top 10 in rushing yards this season.
Man, he's great.
Yeah, and he's only 30. I thought he was much older. He's only 30 years old.
But getting back to it, I think, like I said, Denver, it's hard. Yes, yeah, they've been great. They're number 1. But like you said, who have they really played? Number 1. Number 2, I guess that question will be answered on Sunday night.
I think Super Bowl, I'm calling it now. I had Cowboys, Patriots, which would have been awesome, but I don't know. Maybe Tony Romo comes back and they just rally. They get into the wild card.
I don't think so.
They still can win the division. They're only 1 game behind.
I know, but I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So it's looking like
I'm gonna get wild.
It's looking
and I'm gonna
Packers.
Say, I'm gonna get wild.
You can say Panthers?
I'm gonna say Panthers. Panthers, Pats, Super Bowl.
That'd be pretty good.
That'd be a great Super Bowl.
That'd be pretty good.
I'd pay a lot of money to see that.
But I want to see Packers, Patriots. That's what
I do too.
I'd
pay a lot of money to see that too.
Everybody wants to see that.
I'm just annoyed.
They want to see. Oh, these are the two guys. Like Peyton's gone now. Nobody.
Peyton's done.
Peyton's done. These are the 2 guys. We've got Kobe Bryant as Tom Brady, the experienced guy, the championship winner, and we have Aaron Rodgers, the LeBron James.
I would flip-flop that a little bit. I would go maybe. I don't know. It's a hard analogy.
I'd say Aaron Rodgers is the LeBron James.
Aaron Rodgers is more like KD, but because KD didn't win a championship,
exactly.
Then I can't say that.
Exactly. So I'm going Aaron Rodgers is the LeBron because LeBron he has 2 rings, but he's supposed to have more at this age.
Yeah.
A lot. Well, even though Jordan only had what at 29 and 30, he only had what 3 rings? No.
Jordan won his first ring and he was 29.
Exactly.
Same as LeBron.
Exactly. So
I don't know. Either way, Patriots can go undefeated. I can see it.
I say they take it all again this year.
Maybe 1 or 2 bumps in the road.
Does Brady play till he's 45?
No.
43?
No.
42?
It's hard. It's not easy.
Brett Favre.
He thinks it's so easy. And
this is my question.
If you see Brett Favre at the age of 42 and how bad he started playing,
this is my question though. How old is Peyton Manning? What, 40?
Yes.
And he's playing. You telling me that 1 year of a difference? Tom Brady. What he's doing now at age 39. He looks like he's 26, 27. I'm seeing Tom Brady move out the pocket like I've ever seen him before. Is that not true?
Yeah.
He's like, at the beginning of the season, like, I've been watching Aaron Rodgers. I've been watching these mobile quarterbacks and saying, hey, I need to get out the pocket. I need to do these things. I need to switch it up. He's still learning at age 39. So my question, I think he can get at least 42, 43.
I don't know. Either way, I think Patriots can go undefeated. Regular season, we have to see what happens in the playoffs. Like I said, 1 or 2 bumps in the road, if that. Definitely, no matter what, Denver's not going to be an easy game. You can't overlook Denver.
Yeah.
And then the Jets at the end of the season, they'll be at home. And by then, the Jets their defense will finally be gelling at that point. So who knows? But when we get back on the buzzer, we're going to discuss that team that I wildly picked for the Super Bowl.
Panthers.
We're going to talk some Carolina.
I'm trying to talk about Andrew Luck because you're trying to avoid it.
I'm not trying to avoid
You're trying
it.
You sat up here and defended him.
Yeah, I'll defend him later.
Really?
I will. Not right now. I'm going to talk about Carolina when we come back. And I'm going to talk about the other young quarterback in the league, Mr. Cam Newton, when we get back on the buzzer.
All right, pal.
We'll be back.